All right, I'm gonna share my live. Copy link. All right, let me see. All right, let me see. Hey, I'm waiting for you guys to join. I'm gonna wait for you guys to join. Um, okay, I get it. Now I'm gonna wait for y'all to join. I'm gonna just leave it there like that. All right, guys. I'm gonna shut this door. My charger's already in here. It's not actually. We'll grab it. Hello. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you. So I started doing more on TikTok, and they lure you in on TikTok shop and make you promote stuff. So they have me promoting hair. That's how I ended up here. From TikTok shop, a wig, and I was promoting it. Hello, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Oh man, it's good to see you. Hey Bridget, hey Tammy, it's good to see y'all. Man, happy holidays. Good to see you guys. Happy holidays. Y'all, as you can see, everything is different. I've been missing the action. I have relocated. That's why I look different. And um, yeah, so I relocated. So I'm not in the same house. So the problem is my space is very small, and um I have so much stuff. I got a lot of stuff. And so this is different. I'm not used to working in such a small space. And I'm gonna make it work, but this is definitely different. I'm used to having like all of my stuff and yeah. So it's been a challenge trying to get adjusted to that. Other than that, I'm happy. I'm definitely happy to be in the space that I am right now. Um, Definitely starting off the new year right because it's better for me and my children. It's actually my heart's desire. I wanted to be out of where I was because I didn't like it. I was paying a lot of money, and it wasn't really where I wanted to be. It was just paying. You never pay too much for nothing. Yeah, I was paying too much for nothing. I wasn't happy at all. So I ended up relocating. So guys, all right. So I have something this Saturday that we doing Saturday morning. We are going to get together and we are going to do a wax melt class. If anybody have ever been to my wax melt class, we call it super strong wax melts, how to make super strong wax melts, because we never go and do wax melts based on what the manufacturer suggests, because normally sometimes it don't work. We never smell them. When we do wax melt classes, we go based on my experience, my suggestions, and my strength. So I always tell people, if you don't like strong wax smells, don't come. If you got a problem with abusing the fragrance load, don't come. It's not for you. So, so if you have like a desire to make wax melts, and I think that wax melts is a good business to have because number one is definitely is a small startup. It's small. The startup is so small. you don't even have to spend a lot. Like I think that if I was starting a wax melt business, the most I would have to spend to get my business started is maybe like 60 to $100. And you can get that started, and that can go over into a candle business. And so you can take the money that you make from the wax melts and just start buying your candle supplies. So if you want to start out with wax melts and master those, that's a good way to do it. And then you got the people who are scared of candles because why? They feel like candles are scary. You know, they like, oh, I don't want to deal with a flame. So wax melts is always the way when you don't want to deal with a flame. So I think that it's definitely something good to do. Very good, profitable business. So we're gonna be dealing with coconut wax. I'm not gonna be limited to just parasoy and soy. We're gonna deal with coconut wax. We're gonna deal with soy wax, paraffin, and parasoy. So this gives you an option to use any kind of wax that you want to use. So the class is completely free for people who are already in my Patreon. So that means if you are a Patreon member and you are on the $20 level, you know that your classes are always free. Depending on the type of class it is, like if it's something that's not on a platform that I don't offer, then you know it's that. But normally, like candles and wax melts, that stuff is always free. Um, if you are coming on the platform and you are brand new to Patreon and you are there and you need help with any other thing besides um, the wax melts, like let's say you coming and you like Diamond, I've been trying to do this. I need help with this. Come, bring your candle. If you're coming for a wig suggestion, bring it. That's the beauty about it. When you catch me live, you can catch me live and get anything out of me. So if you come in, bring all of your problems, bring all of your worries, bring all of your concerns, and we're gonna go. And yes, Pillar of Bliss. Yes, I love Pillar of Bliss, but that's where you need to come to the wax melt class because Pillar of Bliss has some issues. Meaning that I had to really like work with Pillar of Bliss for a minute before I can get success out of that. It wasn't based on what they taught inside of the manufacturer's description. Like you know how they have it in the description of the website. Like you'll go in there and they'll have like, oh, you know, heat it up to that. That didn't work for me. I had to like develop a recipe for everybody, and that's how it worked. So I made a recipe for everybody. So if you're not able to come to the class on Saturday, we always do a replay. So you can always get the replay, and the replay is free. We got uh the $10 level, that's on there already. So you can join and you actually get recipes. We got a super strong wax melt class already recorded if you want to come in there and do that. So you can take advantage of it that way as well. This year, I want to end the year with like right now I'm about to do these pillars. Uh, they're gonna be like some candle pillars, they some trees. But this year I want to end it with doing a candle class in December, and I want to do a wax melt class. So I'm gonna end up surprising them and doing like a 10 class, and that's gonna be for beginners. I'm gonna stop there, but next year I want to go into more stuff that we have not done. You know, I want to do some pillar candles. I want to work with like you know just like the pillar, the actual uh molds and stuff like that. Um, I want to do more soap designing, like if you know decorating soaps, like you know for uh. I'm sorry. Oh, so I was answering her question. It says, have you tried the new cocoa soy wax from Candle Science? Cocoa soy wax from Candle Science sounds like coconut. Yeah, it sounds like coconut. I don't use coconut wax. I use coconut wax. So I taught people how to use it was one coconut wax that I have. I have to remember it. It's in my Patreon. And I gave people a recipe if they wanted to use it in a salsa jar, in a straight sided jar. I gave it to them in a salsa jar and a straight sided jar. And it was a recipe for that. Um, Normally, when it comes down to coconut wax, I try to stay away from it because coconut wax takes a lot when it comes down to the testing. I can change my fragrances like underwear. Like if I showed you behind me, like, I got stacks and stacks of fragrance. I have a lot of fragrance. So I'll never just use one fragrance. Thank you. So I'll never use one fragrance. So when it comes down to the fragrances, Coconut 83, that's what it was. When it comes down to the fragrances, every time you change a fragrance, you have to change a wick. And sometimes you may get lucky, but most of the time, you gotta change it. Thank you, Demita. You gotta change it. So for that reason, I left coconut wax alone. I didn't like it. I think that it required a lot of testing. Another thing was it was very pricey. Another thing I didn't like about coconut wax was the wicks. It was like the wicks are very expensive. Like if you want to get into coconut wax, you can't just use any wicks. Like you can't just use CD, Eco, stuff like that. What was it? HTP. In my opinion, this is based on what I have studied. So you got like the temperatures of the wicks. It's gonna sound like foreign language to other people, but I know you understand because I know you. The temperatures of the wicks, they burn too hot. So if you got a wick that burns 160 degrees, and I think that's the Eco, it's like 160 degrees Fahrenheit. It's too hot. And paraffin is like 200 and something, so that's way too hot. So you have to use wicks that go along with that wax. And there's only two wicks that you can actually use, and that is well, actually it's more than two. But the ones that I suggest for those candles is CDN, and it's another wick they call HPSP, but they're very, very expensive. Thank you. They're very expensive, y'all. Very expensive. So if you want to get, if you listen, y'all, the hair came. Look, I started doing this TikTok shop thing, and the TikTok shop sent me a wig to promote on my channel. And that's where this wig came from. So if y'all want the link, I'll give it to y'all. But yeah, it came from there, and I had just ended up getting it. Yeah. So yeah, so we ended up going into the coconut wax, and we only did that coconut. Yeah. Thank you. We only did that coconut 83. She know because she in there, so she know that was the only one we got into. And thank you. You can go up a size from that salsa jar. Like you go up a size wick from that salsa jar, but I think it's just going by that 3 inches or whatever. Thank you. It's going by that 3 inches. So um yeah, that's what you gotta do. So basically what I'm telling you is I wouldn't just be trying new wax just because I guess the people in the Facebook group, they probably like, going crazy about it, like, oh, it's strong. Scientifically speaking, when it comes down to wax, this is what you need to know. If you want to go by the strongest wax, number one, paraffin is number one. Paraffin is the strongest wax. Number two, you got parasoy, because that's paraffin mixed with soy. Thank you. Number three, you got soy, because soy is just, that's soy. Then you got coconut this and coconut that and all of that kind of stuff. And anything mixed with paraffin is a little bit stronger depending on the percentage of paraffin. Sometimes coconut wax will typically put a little bit of paraffin in it just to get a smell because the coconut will be so overpowering and so strong that you can't get a smell out of it. So adding that little bit of a percentage a coconut wax. If it's say a blend of natural waxes, they basically saying, God bless you too. They basically saying, oh, we had to blend a little bit of something, something in it to get it to smell like something. So if you want to use the strongest wax, you have to go with a paraffin or you have to go with a parasoy. Now, we don't like the paraffin because the paraffin does leave like those little bubbles, and it's called molting. We don't like the molting effect. We don't like that, so that's why we go with the parasoy, because the parasoy look like soy. It's very smooth, and it's very smooth. It's nice. Let me see if I can get this open. It's very smooth. This is paraffin, parasoy. It's very smooth. It's nice, and it looks just like soy. You know, it looks just like soy. So most people will go with it because of that. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to soy, soy is good for candles and skin. It's actually like something you could put on your skin. So if you guys were going into like the coconut because you felt like it was safer for the environment, it was, you know, not toxic or whatever the case may be, you don't have to go to coconut to get that. You can actually get that out of soy, like, because you can actually make a massage candle out of soy and you can rub it on your skin. In some cases, you know, some soap recipes, you can put soy inside the soap recipe. So you know, this is the stuff that I teach. You guys know that. So I'm a Parasoy girl. I love Parasoy. I listen, as long as people going to Bath and Body Works and buying candles, Parasoy is the business. People don't care. They not up there like, you know, oh, you know, when we used to have those pop-up shops and stuff like that all the time, it's rare. Like, I can count how many pop-up shops I had people come up to me and question the wax. I probably had like maybe out of all the pop-up shops I did, I probably had about 4 people total come up to me and ask me questions about the wax. Just like 4. Just 4. And they would say, hey, you know, I can't have certain things. I can't breathe this in. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's a blend. I never tell them it got paraffin in it. I always just be like, oh, it's a soy blend. And it, you know, because it is. It's a blend of waxes. So I'm just being technical or whatever. Like, yeah. But anyway, long story short, we have in that class. So it's good to see you. Thank you. It's good to see you. Saturday we having that class, and the class is going to start probably at like I think we're going to do it like 11 o'clock in the morning, and it'll probably run for like an hour, based on all the questions and stuff like that. So listen, if you want to learn how to really make the stuff and you really want to make money off of it, and you don't want to have products that just sit and you don't smell nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I literally went and I tested every single type of wax. Like, I'm talking about, when I did the first wax melt class, I think we had about over 50 people in it, and I went and I tested all of this wax. I brought all of this wax and I was testing it. Okay, 10% bam, okay, 16% bam, 20% bam, this one bam, or we could go up to this. I was like, okay, let's put a little bit more, let's put a little bit more, oh, it's mushy, so you can't go over this percent. Like, that's how I did it. I did it like that. And then she said they asked about paraffin. I say it's time to eat. She said it's the same paraffin that you eat on your apple. Yes, paraffin they spray. Yes, she's right. She's completely right. That is true. Hey, Merry Christmas. So this is what I want y'all to do. I want you guys to come. I always ask you guys to just do me one favor when y'all come. Just come on time. Come on time, because if you come on time, you could come in the beginning, you could come in the end. One thing people gonna learn about our classes is not what you think. It's not like a class where it's like we come together and we're like green eyes, brown eyes, use visine. You know, we come, we have a good time. And you can come out and ask questions about other things. It don't have to be specifically about wax melts. If we in a wax melts class, you can ask some questions about candles, because that's how I try. I try to do it that way now. I didn't do it that way before, but I try to do it that way now because I want people to have that experience where they can come and they can learn about other things, you know, like ask questions about other things because they on the platform. I don't want them just trying to figure it all out on their own if they're getting confused and stuff like that. If I get confused, if I get confused on something, I just let it go. Sometimes I'll quit. Depends on what it is. I'll quit. So I want you to be able to understand what we doing. All right, so I got some stuff I'm about to do, y'all. I just had something in my nose, and it just like went straight to my head and burned my head. But anyway, I got something right here. Today I'm gonna make some all-purpose cleaner. I'm gonna upload this to the Patreon. I've been testing out some all-purpose cleaner. I have not been doing anything in the Patreon, y'all. And it's not because I've been being lazy, it's because I literally moved. I moved across state. So I moved across state. That's why everything looked different. That's why I don't have the background with all my stuff in the back of me or whatever the case may be. I am gonna get some shelves and put my stuff like right here behind me. But as far as like crawling up my room, putting all my stuff in it, I don't even have like the space to do that anymore. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have a different vision for 2025 for the channel. I really want to get more into soaps. I want to get more into soaps. I want to make soaps. I want to do like a soap ministry thing. And I want to give out the soap recipes for free. I want to teach people how to make soap. So I want to do a whole lot of that. So I really didn't bring nothing into my room but soap supplies. But we're going to do candles and stuff. I just got to bring it in here. Thank you. Thank you. So I ended up just deciding to move because the house that I was living in, it was an older house and I was paying a lot of money to live there. And I was doing it for over a year. And I ended up just saying, like, I was like, man, like, I was like, I'm paying money to live like in a luxury place. Like the amount of money that I was paying, if I brought that money into Alabama, like I would have a beautiful luxury type of home, you know? And I was paying it in Tennessee, and it was just, the house was just driving me nuts. Oh my God. You plug something into the wall, all the powers, like you could imagine when I was plugging up my candle pots, like the power was tripping off, and I was like, I just need to go. And that's what happened. I ended up leaving. I ended up just saying, I'm going. And, you know, it just worked out. And, you know, most of the time when you're moving into new places, they be like, oh, first month, second month free. So you like, oh, I got ball for a couple months, praise the Lord. You know, so that's how that went. And I was happy to leave. But I want 2024, 2025. I want to end out 2024 with a candle class. Thank you. I want to end out 2024 with a candle class, and it will be a refresher to many, but it will be new to some. I got so many different Patreon members that came in and they asking questions about wicks and stuff like that. And I want to teach people, I want to teach you guys everything that I know, because when I start venturing into other stuff like candle, I'm teaching y'all candles or whatever. I'm teaching y'all all this candle stuff. Eventually, y'all not gonna want to need to learn this stuff no more. Like, you know, the person that you see right there that says Chocolate Couture Co. She got it. She got it. She knows how to make candles. She mastered the Freshie game. You know, she knows how to make wax melts. She taught us incense. She taught us how to make incense. You know what I'm saying? Not only did she learn all of this stuff, she expanded her knowledge and she started making incense. Tootie, you know, she came in the game. You know, she makes wax melts. She makes squeezable wax melts. She makes lotion. She know how to make body butter. She know she know how to make freshies. You know, she knows how to. She got in. She started making these. She started making her stuff in these. Like she started mastering these things right here. And I'm talking about she sell out. She sell out. And, you know, she does room sprays. You know, everybody came in. Jessica came into the industry. Jessica knows how to make soap. Nicole, she came in. Nicole came into the platform. She advanced on the platform. She did not want to do candles, but she did not stop there. She came to the platform and she said, okay, I'm going to learn how to make sugar scrubs. I'm going to learn how to make soap. If I want to make soap, I'm going to learn how to make this. Her knowledge did not stop. Like, she kept expanding her knowledge, and she stayed Freshies is her ministry because she makes Freshies. And she, you know, she came in, she worked her gifts, and now she out doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? Jessica is the person that says blesses Oasis. She came into the platform. When she came into the platform, she had knowledge. She knew some things, but she came and we, you know, we worked together. Jessica is like a partner. Um, she's like a partner, and Jessica is actually a person that if I was to decide to not have a class besides Kanika, I can call Jessica and say, hey, Jessica, I need you to do this, and she'll do it. Kanika, I need you to do this. Tootie has the knowledge to do it. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, these people, they all came onto the platform and they all just started doing their thing, and now they out with their own businesses. All of them have something special about them. Yaya, you know, you too. All of them have something special about them, and so all of them have different things that I will go and be like, wow, you know, I will just be blown away. Um, man, man. Jessica was one of the people when we talk about Freshies. She was another one aside from Nicole that mastered the Freshies. You know, I saw Nicole; she mastered the Freshies. She was giving us pointers and stuff like that. And then I seen Jessica. You know, she started mastering the Freshies and she started giving us pointers and suppliers and stuff like that. But what she did with the Freshies was phenomenal. I mean, it's honestly, it was astronomical. I cannot even begin to explain, like, you know, the excitement that I had on the inside watching her thrive in this. Like, she was like really, really going out and painting them, you know, hand painting them, putting diamonds all on them, and putting fringes on them. Then she made one of them with a beanie hat. Thank you. You know, she made one of them with a beanie hat, and I was like, wow, like she really took it and put a beanie on it. You know what I mean? And so she took that, and I say, wow, you know, she's growing, and now I'm watching her with these cold processed soaps. So I'm actually getting ready to get into a lot more piping, decorating, cold processed soap. You know, a wise man once said something. Insanity is going in the same direction and expecting something different to happen. So for me, I've been doing this channel for about 3 years, and so I've been seeing like kind of like slow growth, not the rapid you know, the expedited growth that I want to see, like, you know, quick growth. I've been seeing it kind of like that. So I'm gonna kind of veer away from candles on the channel just slightly, and I'm gonna go into like cold process soap. One thing about us, when we get into stuff, we not only get into it, but we master it. I go to Facebook, and I'm just speaking of about 2024, all of the things that we accomplished on this particular channel with this Patreon, and I'm speaking about this next thing. I'm going to talk about Demita as well. That's another person. 2024, I went online and I started seeing people like it, you know, this right here, man, like it got me choked up just talking about it. Like, you know, I had went online and I seen this young lady and I told her, I was like, she was like, she had some laundry soap. I'm getting choked up. And she had some laundry soap, and when I saw it, man, I was like, you know, this is so beautiful. I was like, you know, I was like, your packaging is beautiful. I said, everything just looked beautiful. I didn't know her I didn't even know who it was. And all I know is she said, well, she was like, well, thanks to you, you know, I sell laundry soap, my family, you know what I mean? We profit, we benefit off of this money. And you know, she began to, you know, talk about it. And I was like, I didn't even know, like, no, I'm just giving her props about the laundry soap. I didn't even know I had anything to do with it. I had, this year I had decided, I was like, you know, I'm not a skincare formulator, but I was like, I'm gonna trust God. And I was like, and some of these recipes I'm not going to get from other people, because I remember like, I remember at the beginning of the year, people was telling me to go to this lady, Ellen Ruth. They was like, go to her channel and get the recipe for a laundry soap. And I was like, no. I said, I don't want to take nothing from nobody. I said, I want to make a laundry soap on my own. And I said, I want that laundry soap to be so good that I say families everywhere would use this recipe. That's what I said. I was like, I want families everywhere. I've not used another recipe on my clothes. Like, that's the only thing I use for my children's clothes is that laundry soap. I use that laundry soap to the point where I made so many of them, and that's what I'm using. I'm not even using it out of a bucket. Like, I'm literally getting a container after container after container, and the laundry soap, people are using it all over the place. Like, that was actually like the best recipe. I think I deleted the one that we had. It's two. It's called the Super Wash. And we went from there. I went and I developed a recipe for dishes. Um, and we did the dishwasher recipe where you can go, because I said I didn't want to pay for the pods no more because Walmart pods is so expensive. Yes, 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 yes. And so I went and I did these things, and I was seeking God, and I was doing it. And I was like, Lord, you're gonna have to give me a recipe, because I don't want to get a recipe from this lady. I don't have a problem with, that lady or whatever, but I found that thousands of people was using that same recipe. They like, oh, go here, go ahead. In my heart, I was like, I want my people to have something different. I was like, I want ours to be different. I want ours to be like, like nobody got this. And that's what happened. So we ended up developing that recipe, and that joint is everywhere. Everybody used that joint. So that was 2024. So those were some of the highlights. Um, she said that goat milk soap recipe never disappoint is one of my best. Amen. And I think the other one too, the Walmart recipe for the new beginner. What I wanted to do was I wanted to take the So I gotta say it the way it is. I can't sugarcoat it. I gotta be real with y'all. I wanted to take the intellectual part out of making things, because I think that sometimes people make stuff so hard, and I'm very simple. I'm very plain. Um, my speech is not, like, other people, they maybe talk better than me or whatever the case may be. I'm very plain, very basic. And I wanted people to get it, but I did not want it to be complicated. So I just, when I made the soap, I was like, okay, this all you got to do. Just slap this on top of that, do this, do that, and it just make it simple, make it simple. And I was making the stuff so simple that it was just people from just everywhere, just like, oh, I made it, I did it. And I'm like, wow, this what's up, that's what's up. So I'm seeing that. So we saw that in 2024. A lot of people took off. I was telling people, I'm like, yo, do 10 candles, because I was like, if you do 10s, you know what I'm saying? You're going to launch quicker. So we're going to have a 10 class this month, y'all. I'm looking for a lot of y'all to come to a 10 class, because let me tell you something. If you want to launch, listen, I'm telling you like this. If I never told you nothing in your life, I want you to hear me when I say this. If you come to a 10 class, you're going to make candles next week. And I don't care who will sit here and debate that and tell you anything different. I got people on here right now that will let you know that making a 10 candle is so simple. You use the same wick pretty much every single time. Same fragrance load. Everything is pretty much the same. You'll be making these 10 candles. This is an old one I was using to bang on stuff. But you'll be making 10 candles and you'll be selling them in a week. You'll be selling 10 candles. I'm telling you, if you want to make some 10s, we're going to make a 10 class. We're going to do it towards the end of the month. Jen is another person. I'm going to tell y'all about Jen. I'm going to grab my charger, because I got to tell y'all about Jen and how she started. And I got something good for y'all. I got something good. Let me grab my charger, because I got to tell y'all this. I got to let y'all in on this. So I'm gonna tell y'all about Jen. I'm gonna tell y'all about the tins. I'm gonna tell y'all about the soap. So I'm gonna show y'all where we started at. I'm gonna tell y'all how we changed, how we advanced. I'm gonna go and grab one more thing. I'm gonna grab some products because I'm gonna show y'all where we started and how we ended. All right, I got some. I had to go outside to the patio, and that's that storage that's out there. I had to go grab it, but I got it. All right, so I got this stuff in here. This is how we started. So all of us was advancing all year long. 33 people. 33 is a great number. Um, all of us was advancing all year long in 2024. This was all in the Patreon. We was literally doing this together. So this is how I had started out with my soaps. I started out doing this. Then I ended up, these is all, I'm giving these all to my sister because I don't do this packaging anymore. But then I started out, I was doing them this way. And then we ended up going into this. And I would go out to like pop-up shops selling them, packaged like that or whatever. This was the laundry soap. This is my Cocoa and Luxe. This is my laundry soap right here. But this year we started doing, like, we started out, we just all started just doing something, and then we'd be like, oh, okay, I like that better. With our room sprays and stuff like that. We advanced in that. We started out with our room sprays and our bottles and stuff like that. Our bottles now have changed. We went from those little tiny little bottles, and this is our new packaging. So we went from just room sprays and those little, them little 2-ounce bottles, and this is our new packaging. We did nothing but advance all year long. That's what we did. We advanced. Every single person advanced all year long. Every single person. So Jen was another person. Amen. Thank you. And she did start formulating her own recipe. She did. So Jen was another person who started out, and when I tell you, Jen went from this old Salvation Army jar, it was a horrible jar, and Jen advanced. Jen used to be so scared to sell her stuff. She was making and testing for the longest, and Jen started going out selling her stuff. She just advanced. There was a lot of people that were just afraid. They was like, okay, I got it. I know how to make it. I'm just scared. So we was just, not only did we come together. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I gotta get on Demita next. Yes, I gotta get on Demita next. So not only were we coming together, meeting up and enjoying each other and stuff like that, but we was coming together, encouraging each other. We was encouraging each other to do it. Like, just go forward, do it. I don't care how afraid you are. Let me tell you something. Our Patreon was just a platform full of encouragement, packed with encouragement. We would come together and do hangouts still to this day, and we would just encourage, encourage, encourage. No, no, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. And we called it Candle Church. Yes, Candle Church. You're gonna do it. You're gonna go out there and you're gonna do it. And I remember when Demita first started her business, and Demita, she went from candles to wax melts to bath bombs to lotion to now she's doing plugins, wall plugs. And I'm telling you, she taught me how to master the wall plug. Like, I was like, okay, Demita, I'm not smelling it the way I want to. Okay, this is what you got to do. Everybody got on their platform and they started advancing in their own way. They started out one way and she makes tumbler cups. We had a lot happen. We had a whole lot happen. I was thinking about a tumbler cup. I started thinking about our friend from Chicago who used to make the tumbler cups and made me my first tumbler cup with my name. And she passed away. That was one of our members. She was a beautiful soul. But yeah, we ended up, we all still advancing, but that's what the platform is all about. This year, November, what would I say? November, Thanksgiving around November the 27th. We had so many sales. If you did not get your wax cheap, your oil cheap, I post sales day and night. I was literally surfing between me and Jessica, because Jessica was sending me sales. We was gonna have some sales. So we posted sales so you can get your supplies cheap. We work together as a team. For everybody, and we all got the same common group, the same common goal. We all want to advance in our craft, and at the same time, we don't want to spend that much money to do it. So that's what the platform did. So that was just a flashback from 2024. Going into 2025, we're gonna go completely different. 2025, I want to be more professional with packaging. I want to teach people how to get their packaging done without labels. The next thing that I'm getting into is getting it to where as though it's printed actually on the bottles. And we no longer have to do labels no more. And we're not going to just be doing that. We're going to do that at home. Okay, we're going to do that at home. So it's going to be printing, but it's going to be direct printing. So we're going to do that next year, 2025. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have classes like that. What else? I want to bring other people on the platform. Bring other people on the platform to teach the business side of things. I want to get people that's in business, and I want to have I don't want to bring. Okay, so I want to have meetings, but I don't want it to just be candle makers. Like, I want it to be people who've been in business for a long time that's able to come and to teach us, because we could get the making part and we could perfect the making part, but we need the business part, because we were learning as we go. We literally were crashing into walls, coming out of the wall, going in and crashing into another one, coming out of that. So we need to learn the business aspect. We need to know, like, okay, when is the season when we need to take a break? When is our heavy high traffic season? When is the season where we need to slow down? When is the season? Like, this is the stuff that we need to learn. Okay, we need to learn that. We need to know pricing. When is it too much? What is it? Most people do 3 times cost of goods. That's what they do, cost of goods 3 times. But how about we have somebody come in and tell us the way to do it, to make it more fit for, the economy and where we are today. That candle that sold back then for this price in 2020, maybe 2020, 2019, what can we sell this candle for today? and how can we introduce those old prices but keeping our the numbers down. How to buy supplies. When are we buying too much supplies? When are we supposed to buy supplies? What exactly do we need to do? Like when it's time to order supplies, do we need to just order new stuff all the time? Or do we need to always bring out new fragrances? Or do we need to not bring out new fragrance? Like we need people to come in that have like business classes. Like we need to do business classes. So I want to get people to come in 2025 that's going to teach us the business side of it. Yesterday I was watching a business expo, and it was at Clayton State University. It was a business expo at Clayton State University, and they had basically a woman come in, and this was it was called the Jim something series. I had to remember what it was, but I was watching it. It was always back from 2000. I think it was like 2018, and I was watching it because I had to do an assignment on it. And I'm talking about this woman had me just sitting there like, yo, when I get kicked out of the portal, because of course I'm gonna have to leave the portal to go into the spring semester. I was like, yo, I'm gonna want to have these videos. Like I need to figure out a way to save these videos to my YouTube because they were so good. It was like she was teaching about like always being innovate, like always innovating, like never stay stuck on the same level, like never look at your business and be like, okay, I just sell wax melts and I sell this. She was like, IBM was a company who they started out as you guys remember, IBM was known for computers. They were like number one with computers. But today, if you connect IBM with computers, it's almost like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't even see the word. Oh, it's an IBM. It's an IBM phone. So IBM actually sold the computer aspect of their business, and they went into something that was more profitable for them at that particular time. So now when you look at it, you would think like, why is IBM selling their computer company, or why are they selling all their software? Why are they selling it off? They making a stupid move. Like, why would you do that? But now it's almost obsolete. It's gone. It's not even, it's not even a thing anymore. Like we remember IBM because of how old we are, but people, my daughter, well, what is IBM? So you always have to be adapting to like never staying in the same place. Always try to move like to new. So you always try to think of, okay, what can I do to bring something completely new? So I'm getting ready to have a class, and we're about to have so let me say this to you guys. I observe the market because I will go to different pop-up shops. I talk to different people, and I always look for things that work. And some things will work in some places and some things won't. A lot of people will, let me give you an example. A lot of people will tell me squeezable wax melts don't sell for them. I will have people like Tootie, she would say, girl, I'll be selling out of them things. So it will work for some people, but it won't work for some people. So we need universal products that will sell no matter what the market is doing. Okay, no matter what the market is doing. So I have a product that I'm going to introduce on the Patreon platform, but we're going to do a class. And so one of the universal products that I'm bringing to the table is the pet perfume. And I always talk about my pet perfume recipe because it's really good. It's conditioning. It smells really good. It's very strong. And I'm going to bring that to the platform in this bottle, this container, because I want it to be big, because most people that sell them is, they're selling the big one. The pet perfume is profitable because people love pets, and they pets do stink. So the first thing they think about when they picked it up, because I'm gonna tell you how I know it's profitable. When I was going out last summer, out of all of my products that I was selling, the thing that sold the most was the dry pet perfume. I had pet perfume, but it was dry, and it was like it was made out of cornstarch and fragrance and no, maybe baking soda. It was natural, and so I put fragrance in it, and I had the right percentage for a pet, and it sold really well. It actually did extremely well. It actually did better than every other product that I brought out. More than my soap, More than anything else that I brought out, the pet sold well. Why did the pet sell well? Because people will never stop getting pets. They will never stop taking care of their pets, and they will never stop investing into their pets. So I felt like that was a very good product. So when I went back and I did my research, I developed a pet perfume recipe. Now, it is people who sell bases, but there's one company in particular that sells a base, and they do not disclose what's in the recipe, no matter how many people ask them questions what's in the recipe. And that could be quite dangerous, because your customer will want to know, what exactly am I putting on the dog? And for you to not be able to tell them exactly what's inside of it, and you not knowing the contents of the actual recipe, that is very dangerous. The recipe that I developed is pet safe. The preservative is widely known, and it's used in pet products, and it's water based. So it's water based, and it's really good. So we're gonna do a class with pet perfume on the Patreon platform, and the only reason why I'm gonna do it on the Patreon platform is because that's the only, yeah, that people will ask. They're gonna, let me tell you something. This is bad. The fact that this company won't disclose what's inside of the base. And it's the soaping company, wholesale. They won't tell people what's inside of the base, and that is very scary. That is very scary, because people want to know what is going on to the pet. And when I begin to sell like my dry pet shampoo, my dry pet perfume, they always will ask me, hey, hey Marvette. And so they will always ask me, what's inside? What's inside? What's inside? And I'll be like, well, is natural, and they're like, oh, okay, they buy it quick. They buy it up quick because I made it smell like birthday cake. All the things that they go from the vet, when they go to the vet, they like, oh my God, the dog came back smelling like blueberries. It smells so good. I can never get that blueberry smell. I'm taking them back because I want them to smell like blueberries again. How about you can spray them with the blueberry every day? You got a hot date, the dog is in there smelling like a hot doo-doo. You can spray them with that pet spray. So I'm going to offer this class on the Patreon, and we're going to make some pet perfume. And that's coming up very soon. So they're just pretty much talking about products that actually, when the market changes, it still will be a big seller for you. You don't have a lot of people who know how to make pet perfume. We don't have that. So that's another thing for y'all. Y'all don't have to worry about going to a market, a pop-up market, and you got this person selling this pet perfume, that person selling the pet perfume. You ain't got to worry about that, because let me tell you what, they don't have the recipe. It's soap makers all over the world, and I've not found one that's developed a recipe. And so I developed a recipe. I love my recipe. And so we was using it on our own skin for a long time, because it's so soft. It's almost like putting on perfume, but it's like it leaves your skin feeling so soft and sleek. And that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be conditioning. So I use all water-based ingredients in this conditioning as well. She said, I put my ingredients on my bottle to get, yes, you're supposed to, FDA regulated, but I don't know how Wholesale Supply Plus is getting away with selling this base, and they selling this base without giving people the ingredients. They're not telling people the ingredients, and they're not putting it on there, and they telling people that they are not required to let people know what's inside. That is scary. That is scary. Do not buy that stuff. You can kill a dog without knowing what. Because one thing you got to know is, in order to serve that pet community, you got to know what's harmful and what's not. And so I found out that fragrances are safe, but a lot of the essential oils are not safe, and they are very harmful to pets, and they can actually put a pet down, because remember, the coat, the blood, the coat, the blood. So you look at the coat, you putting it on the coat, it seeps into the bloodstream, and you don't want to have like essential oils, which is, just very hazardous, dangerous. You can't even like smell. I'm just gonna be real with you. I rarely use essential oils. I only use it in like bath salts and stuff like that. I can use it in like lotions and soap, but when it comes down to a dog, hell to no. Don't do it. Don't use it. Don't play with them. Keep the the Fido, whatever his name is, Piper, keep them alive. All right. So that's what we're doing. So 2024, 2025, we're gonna end up with people coming in to have business meetings with us to teach us business, and so that's what we're gonna do. But other than that, I'm going to post a class tonight for the end of the month. And with that being said, at the end of the month, we are going to come together and we're going to have a 10 class. So you could bring your new beginning behind and come. Come. You don't know how to make candles. That's exactly what you need to do. You need to come and make candles. Come and make candles. You don't know how to make them, come and make some goddamn candles. That's what you're going to do. You're going to learn and you're going to be selling them. I like Christmas sales. Unfortunately, I was not able to do this before Christmas, but I like to be able to bring people into the industry right before Christmas because Christmas pop-up shops are so amazing. Hey, but you ain't gonna miss out because this weekend you could be going to a pop-up shop selling wax melts. At least you're gonna do something. So we have a class this weekend, this Saturday, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For Central Time, it's 10 a.m. Yeah, I'm not on Eastern no more, y'all. But yeah, we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna teach people how to make wax melts of all sorts and types. All right, I got some stuff that I want to do. I got a lot of wax melts, y'all. I want to change my packaging on my wax melts. Just figuring out something different. So yeah, so I'm excited about it. Another thing I want to do in 2025, I want to bring a lot of the members on board to teach. We had a few members come and teach classes for us. We had Jessica. She came through recently. Okay, she came through recently and she taught us how to make how to paint freshies, and that was pretty cool. I like that. I learned how to put. My son was more so into it because he sell them. So I'm excited. But yeah, that's it. I just really came live for that, guys. I got some pillar candles that I'm about to get into tonight. She said, Diamond, the commercial on the way to your live was wholesale. Oh, okay. You still in school? Yeah, we was talking about them trying to kill them pets. They ain't giving us the ingredients for their pet stuff, so I made a recipe. We're gonna do that, the pet spray and these. That's why I brought it for the pet spray. Hey. Hi. Yeah, so yeah, that's what we doing. But anyway, we going thank you. Y'all listen, this wig is in the I had got it in TikTok. Let me see if I can put it in here. I had let me see. She said, I just purchased a house. I purchased Nature's Garden. I love their fragrances. I thought you lied. Oh, I love Nature's Garden fragrances too for soap. I like how Nature's Garden actually tell you if it's soaps, how it agrees with the soap. I love the fact that they have those recipes. The recipes is the bomb. Where they have like soap recipes and stuff like that. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna do that. You got the baby interrupt. So yeah, so this next year, 2025, we got a whole lot more to do. But for now, we're gonna focus on just ending out with 2 classes. We got a free wax melt class and we got a free candle class. I want the candle class to be at the end of the year. Wholesale to Plus, and they're much cheaper. Oh yeah, Wholesale to Plus brought them. Yeah, they did. I like them for the soap. I like them. I got a lot of their fragrance for cold processed soap because I know what I'm gonna put in my soap and if it's gonna blow up on me. So I trust them. I trust them wholeheartedly with my soap. And that's what I use them for. Now, as far as candles are concerned, it's some fragrances I'll use for candles, but I really don't use them for my candles because I found a liking to other companies. So, thank you. Yeah, I found a liking to other companies that was more, you know, candle friendly. So let's see.
I'm gonna get you one. No, we can't get in her house.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna see y'all Saturday. I'm excited to see y'all. I ain't seen y'all in a while. I done moved y'all. So that's why I've been so going out of the scene, because I was just getting everything ready, but now I'm ready. So we're gonna do that. And we're gonna start doing some hangouts. Again, we're gonna start them hangouts because I need to see what everybody doing. I need to see what everybody doing for Christmas. But I'm gonna see you guys Saturday, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you need to find a class, get us to her. Go on to Patreon and, you know, look up on Patreon platform. Yeah. Yeah, Saturday. You come on the Patreon, you look up Diamond Shine Soap, and we're gonna do our thing Saturday, 11 a.m. I'm not gonna do it Friday. I'm gonna do it Saturday. I think Saturday is better. But yes, I'm gonna see you guys on Saturday. She said I'll bring the wine. You and Kanika. I hope Kanika can come. But I'll see you guys on Saturday. I'm excited. Hey, April. Yes, so we're gonna get back into some old stuff. Whew. But yeah, but we got for 2020, 2025, we got some different stuff we're gonna do. I just have to see if people are actually interested in it. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bring somebody in and we're gonna have a business meeting. So we can do the business side of it. I want to focus. We already got the making part down pat. We just gotta get the business part down pat. So I'm excited about it. And I want to do more with the pet stuff. This is my doggy spy bars right here. These are my pet bars. She said she got an event Saturday. Well, maybe we should do it on, I don't know about Friday though. Maybe we could do it twice. Oh, you working on Saturday too. But we'll see about Friday then. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. Friday. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys have a wonderful night. I love you guys, and we will chat. And I'll be back. All right.